Hey everybody, Conscious Medium Brandon Ross, and we're here to talk about the June report. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get ready for the back end of this channel, having all sorts of fun such as meditations, classes, and more. So I hope you like and subscribe and carry along here. And we do something a little bit different here. As being more than a medium, I love to actually combine astrology as well as the tarot. So we're going to take a look at each one of the signs here. Hope you follow along here on the journey. And as we take a look at June 2022, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. Hey everybody, welcome back, and let's talk a little bit about the astrology report for June 2022. We have Mercury going direct on the 3rd, only to be trifled with Saturn going in retrograde on the 4th. Now, when you have this type of handoff, you're talking about communication, and then you're talking about stability and structure. Saturn always talks about being the stability of society and motherhood and all of that other good stuff, where you have Mercury kind of coming correct and going, okay, well, we've done our planning and here you go. This has been a great time for those of you that are doing a shakeup at home. This is a great time for you that are doing a shakeup with your professional or business life. This is a good time for you to really kind of grow and expand. So what a great time. We, of course, have the full moon in Sagittarius this month. That happens on the 14th. We're going to talk about how this is going to affect the fire signs as opposed to, say, the earth signs, and how we're going to really kind of get through this early kind of summer Gemini into Cancerian time here. And it's really kind of interesting. So very cool. So let's get started. Let's not, much ado about nothing here. Hey everybody, it's Conscious Medium Brandon Ross, and thank you so much for staying tuned here into, we're going to actually be talking about Pisces. We're going to be diving into Pisces. Thank you very much. I'm going to be doing a little self-reflection as I go into this 12th house. Don't forget to sign up for the Art and Science of Tarot. We're going to get Mr. Capricorn out of here. Now you know the magic behind the scenes. He has to clean up his own stuff. I don't have a road crew anymore. Thank you very much. So Pisces coming in. Pisces, listen, this is going to be this is an emergence. This is you moving out of some space. You've got the Mercury going direct, which was really self-reflective. That moon energy in Scorpio, the eclipse really beat up the water signs. It just did. It's just the way it rolls, right? Pisces and Scorpio kind of took it on the chin. Not so much with Cancer, but you'll see where I'm going here in a second. Mercury moves into Gemini. You also have Venus going into Gemini, which is a time where you like it. Pisces love it when there's just a little bit of confusion, when there's just a little bit of, I don't know, because then they can be the stand-up person or they can kind of meld into the background and do whatever the hell they please. Not that they're up to something, but you got to understand that the way that they roll is kind of, it's just the way they go. So the true node is actually in Taurus right now. So if you have a north node in Taurus or a 10th house in Taurus, this is a really important time for you because you're getting it right. Let's just say it right out of the gate. Mars enters Taurus. You've gotten super practical. Even with your arguments, you're going to be fact-based. That of course is going into July. But Neptune goes into retrograde, one of your ruling planets, and that'll be the loop-de-loo. That'll be the part that just kind of goes, okay, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? All right, so let's take a look at the mind, body, and spirit to it. Oh, Ace of Cups out of the gate. This is great. It means that you're really you're realizing what you got, right? Oh, but that don't mean you can't get more. Mentally, you're ready to expand. 8 of Wands are about quick moving action, fiery action, actual action. Not just this, I'm going to do that tomorrow. It's tomorrow, bitch. It's time to get going. Then up here into the body, Wheel of Fortune. Listen, you got to start accepting the way things are, right? Could also mean seasonal depression. Might also mean something where you're in cycles, where you have natural cycles that you've just got to kind of recognize. Then you got the Two of Swords. Listen, Pisces, as your de facto president, I'm going to tell you, this is about making choices. Two of Swords is about making intuitive choices. Are you making good ones? Are you going through the drive-thru or are you going home? We all have our moments. Are you finishing that bottle of wine and opening another one, or are you just having one glass? These are the things you got to pay attention to, right? Because you can't get away from it. All right, so listen, now we've got some, you see me kind of, What card is it, everybody? The Emperor shows up. Why wouldn't the Emperor show up? The Emperor being Aries, nice challenge for Pisces right here. And then you get the celebration here. So spiritually, you're going to challenge yourself. There's going to be some tough moments, but you're going to prevail. You're going to come out ahead. I like this for you. I like this for us, Pisces. I like this. And by the way, I should probably do this like on camera. I didn't do it on camera for the other one. Well, actually, that's not true. I did shuffle up a little bit as we were kind of going. I might have a vested interest. Anyways, so now let's see what the Gilded Tarot has to say on top of this. Practical of the mind. Boy, this is an intelligence. This is about arguments. This is about you. And not arguments like as in like you're bad. It's that you're actually able to recognize that you have to be practical in how you think about things, right? And now you're into balance. Maybe you're finding passions and arguments and drive all together, right? Now, let's take a look at the mind. Fiery energy. Listen, this King of Wands has shown up a lot today. This is a time of action here, right across the board. Astrologically, you know, the Saturn in retrograde, you would think, you know, Mercury, you want to chill out a little bit. Mercury, you definitely want to take a little bit of a step back. But with Saturn, you know, Saturn's in retrograde pretty much almost 6 months a year, a little over 5 on average. And the opportunity of this is so that then you can build something that is sustainable, right? That's, you're tired of the fight, Pisces. I don't mean to change the subject. But listen, it's about your choices. It's about being stuck in cycles, and you're going to move out from underneath it. Now, spiritual. Here comes the Eight of Cups. The glare. The glare of this one. Maybe you had some people do you wrong in the spiritual world. Guess what? The cards are telling you to make better choices. Two of Swords. Maybe this is talking about a soulmate. Maybe this is talking about you saying, you know what? Been hurt before. You're enjoying the journey. You're trying to do it right. And spiritually, it's brought you abundance. It's brought you opportunities. But are you choosing the right way to do it? I love the spread. I mean, love it. Love it for you, Pisces. Right? Don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to take it on the chin. Don't be afraid to learn your lessons. In the mind, we are awakening. No wonder why you're getting practical. Nice sense of maturity for you too, by the way, Pisces. You are awakening. That's an important thing here. So you're coming in with the abundance. You're coming in with the change. You're coming in with the practicality and the balance. You are awakening because of it. A nice balanced number in 2. And then here is your soul song. Listen, dance it off. Go by the beat of the drum. By the way, this shirt was inspired by this card. Anyways, I love this soul song because what you're doing is you're giving yourself the opportunity to voice it. You're giving the opportunity to hear it. And by all means, you better run with it, right? So here we are with the focus here on the spiritual side of it. What this is telling me is that the choices that you've made, you might get hung up on them when it comes to spiritual things. But this is your time to focus and really make sure that it's just not about the celebration, but it's actually about the journey and the choices that you make. Right? All right, let's take a look at the center square here. So we've got the moon. I know I go out of order every once in a while, but Spirit shows me that. We've got the moon, and the Nine of Cups. Boy, it's a good time to be a Pisces, isn't it? Thank you very much. Party at 5. So the moon talks about our intuition. We are an intuitive bunch, are we not, Pisces? And then with the Nine of Cups, this is about sharing the abundance. So maybe this is teaching. Maybe this is taking your stuff to a different platform. Maybe it's something where, but you're going to be cerebral about it because mentally you're in balance and you're awakened. You're going to realize your physical stuff and the stuff you've got to own. And then the spiritual side of it, you're learning from your mistakes. How about that? Enter the new version of you. The Judgment card comes out. 2.0, baby. That doesn't mean you're being judged for your intuition and your want to spread the love. It's about you learning from it, right? It's about you being able to say, like, hey, let's go do this. And at the center core, Pisces, we know we're a good time. We know we're a good time. 3 of Cups. Three of Cups. Now, how do we cap this? Let's give us a little soul love here. Huh. Manifestation. By the way, that's also working with the higher self for manifestation. So Pisces, listen, you've got some reconciliation going on. You've got some understanding about who you are. The most active to me is actually in the mind, how much you're kind of growing up. You're growing up a little bit. You're in growth mode right now. By the way, Saturn going retrograde, you're going to look at how you've done it and see if you want to change anything. Come on. Way to rock and roll. Now, the moon in Sagittarius, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a burst, but I think that's some of the inspiration. Don't get hung up on thinking that the past is going to be a problem. You got to move forward, brother. This is the only way to do it. All right, guys, listen, make sure you check out the class below. I'm pointing over there because it's the title of it. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Book a reading. Do whatever it is you need to. But remember, just to keep going. Thanks, Pisces. We'll see you again next month.